For any nonprofit leader, I know that building an engaged online community can feel like this huge goal, maybe for next year. But what if you could actually do it in the next 30 days? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down the exact playbook to make that happen.
Does launching a community just feel like way too big of a project? You are not alone. There's the planning, the tech, the content. It's so easy to get stuck in this cycle of preparing where nothing ever feels quite ready enough to launch.
But what if we just shifted that thinking completely? This whole explainer is about moving from that endless perfect planning to rapid, effective action. We're going to show you exactly how to get a live-in, breathing community off the ground in just 1 month. So here's our game plan. We'll start with the core philosophy behind this whole sprint. Then we'll walk you through the plan week by week, covering how to build the space and then how to open the doors. And we'll wrap up with some key principles to help you avoid those common mistakes and a final actionable checklist. Okay, before we dive into the how, we really need to talk about the why. This entire playbook is built on a really crucial mindset shift. You have to prioritize momentum over perfection. This right here, this is the core idea. Waiting for everything to be perfect can literally kill a community before it even starts. Trust me, you will learn so much more by just launching in 30 days and getting real feedback than you ever will from planning perfectly for 90 days. So here's what that looks like in practice. This timeline breaks our sprint down into 4 really distinct phases. In week 1, you set up the space. In week 2, you make it feel alive with some content. Week 3 is all about inviting your first members, and week 4 is focused on building those early engagement habits. See? Each step builds directly on the last. All right, let's get into the tangible stuff. The first half of our 30-day plan is all about building the house before you invite anyone over for the party. So in week 1, the most important thing is speed. Seriously, spend no more than 2 days choosing a platform. The best platform is the one you'll actually use, so just pick one and commit. Then get the basics customized. Your name, your logo, a few core channels. Don't get stuck perfecting the design. Finally, write a simple set of guidelines. The goal here isn't perfection, it's progress. Now, week 2 is maybe the most important and honestly the most overlooked step. It's called content seeding. You need to create about 10 to 15 pieces of content before your first member even arrives. This means a warm welcome post, an introduction thread, some good discussion starters, and some helpful navigation posts. Why? Because an empty community just feels abandoned. And this right here gets to the absolute heart of the tone you need. Your community content has to be conversational. You're not writing some corporate memo, you're starting a conversation. So instead of that formal jargon, ask a real question that invites a real answer. Just be human. Okay, your space is set up, it feels alive with content. Now it's time to actually open the doors, invite people in, and start building those crucial early routines. Now, in week 3, you're not opening the floodgates. You're starting small with what we call a founding cohort of about 20 to 30 people you trust. And here's the key. Send them personal invitations, not some mass email. A personal invite gets 5 to 10 times higher engagement because it makes people feel chosen and valued right from day one. Then just hold a simple 30-minute welcome call to give them a tour and say hello. So now you have this active core group in place. Week 4 is all about building on that amazing momentum. The goal is to grow from your founding 20 or 30 people to your first 100 members by the end of the month. And this is where being predictable becomes really powerful. Consistency creates habits. You want your members to know what to expect. A discussion prompt on Monday, a cool resource on Wednesday, a celebration on Friday. These simple, repeatable rhythms are what keep people coming back for more. All right, we've covered the what to do. So now let's talk about the what not to do. Avoiding these common pitfalls is every bit as important as following the steps. We've touched on this, but it is the #1 mistake, hands down. Launching an empty community is like inviting people to a party with no music and no food. They'll just leave. Seeding content beforehand signals that the space is active, managed, and ready for them. The second major mistake is inviting everyone all at once. Your initial founding cohort is so crucial because they are the ones who set the tone and the culture. You need to let that trusted group establish a positive, engaged vibe before you open the doors to a wider audience. And finally, you got to avoid the post and ghost. Launching a community creates momentum, but that momentum dies so quickly if you're not consistently present. That's why you absolutely must have your first month of those engagement rhythms planned out before you even launch. So we've covered the philosophy, the weekly breakdown, and the common mistakes. Let's pull it all together into one final actionable checklist. This is it. This is your roadmap in a single slide. By day 30, you should be able to check all of these boxes. You'll have your platform, your guidelines, your seed content, a core group of founding members, and the beginnings of a predictable engagement rhythm. This, my friends, is what a successful launch looks like.
And this really captures the final crucial mindset. Day 30 is not the finish line. It's the starting line. You've successfully built a foundation with real people who are actually engaging. Now the real work of listening, learning, and making it even better begins. You have the exact steps. You know the principles. You know the mistakes to avoid. The only thing left is to pick a date 30 days from now, put it on the calendar, and take that very first step. So, what's really stopping you?